everybody. This is an update on the red truck. We come to you live from the backyard. We parked it back here. We've driven it back and forth a couple of times. It does move. Essentially, everything here that you're seeing is finished. The engine swap is finished. The bodywork and restoration essentially of the entire front of the vehicle is finished as of this point. We've got the whole front end, some new fenders, repainted. It's dusty, of course, but it's all been repainted. New windshield, new rubber throughout, new body mounts. These are new tires. Pretty much complete restoration as of this point. Take you under the hood, show you down here. Here we are under the hood. We've got a Corvette radiator from I believe it's a C4. Brand new, like an off-the-shelf kind of a part. We've got all the accessories that came off the original V6. Again, this is a V8 swap. Essentially, the V6 that was in here, the 4.3, is this V8 minus 2 cylinders. So the engine was back, here somewhere. So this is all, most of the accessories are off of the V6. It's just now longer. So most of the only work was the radiator. We had to get a aftermarket oil pan to clear the four-wheel drive, as this is a 5-speed 4x4, and now it's a V8 in this tiny little truck. This battery is very old. It seems to start it for now, though. I might get a new one. Most everything under here has been refurbished. A lot of it's new sensors, new overflow bottle, new radiator, most of the pulleys. Nice coat of black paint up here, freshly painted everything black. The engine itself is not painted, though it is a GM crate motor replacement motor. So it is a stock replacement engine for this, well, not necessarily this application, but it is a Goodwrench crate motor. The stock horsepower that would have been on like a van or equivalent full-size version of this would have been about 190 horse. The crate motor is rated at 200, so nothing high performance about this, but it is about 10 horse more than what you would have had originally had I have gotten this from a junkyard. So this came out of my uncle donated this to me. He was moving and couldn't bring it with him. It supposedly has 70,000 kilometers on it. There's the Goodwrench sticker on the side. Most of the engine is in good shape. If there is ever any upgrades to it, I'll probably paint it then, as the intake is cast iron and it weighs about 70 pounds. So that'd be nice to get an aluminum version. Some of the full-size cars had an aluminum version, so I could find a stock replacement that just keeps everything the same, but aluminum. So yeah, there's the engine. It's been a great swap. Nice under the hood, eh? So we'll, that's the 350 swap. Again, it could use the hose, but everything up here is finished. It hasn't been on a maiden real test drive, though it has driven around and on and off a trailer for its exhaust. Stay tuned for the sound. Essentially now, it's just the box. There's some fender flares to put on, windshield wipers, but this is looking like it's going to be done here pretty soon. Come check out the box. This back here is essentially the last part to be worked on. This has all been wire wheeled and painted black. I might like to get new shocks, but I figured the shocks worked fine before, so we might as well finish the restoration first. We'll get shocks down the road. So it's just time for the box to go on. Let's go check out the box. This is the box. It's upside down for some rust treatment. We used a high pressure washer, cleaned off all the scale. I then used the wire wheel on the grinder, cleaned up most of it. The very corners, the box is in great shape. The wheel arches, these cross members, there's not really a whole lot wrong with the box, but right at these corners where they attach, they were rotten. So really, when it was on the truck, you couldn't see it because they were like way on the bottom. But they're what keep the whole bed sides from flapping around in the wind. So now we've got LMC replacement corners, this one, and the front one. We've got one left to do, and it's a round of paint underneath. We flip it over, paint it red, and it goes on the truck, and it'll go for his first maiden voyage. One more gross one left. I ran out of wire, so we're gonna stop here. It's not actually done, it's just, it's on there. Needs more welding. So yeah, one more to do. I'll have to get some wire, get some black paint, paint all of underneath in here. Then it's time to flip it over, paint it all red. This box has one of the cherries on top, one of the last pieces to go on this truck. It wasn't something I needed, but it's something that once it's all done, the truck's all washed, you'll see these on there and it'll all make sense. I'll open it up and I'll bring it up to the camera. So again, I didn't need these, but when the truck's all done, wow, would you look at that, friends? That is just gorgeous. I had tail lights. They're 30 years old and a little faded. Previously on another episode, I showed the front signals. We went and polished the front signals and brought them back to a nearly this nice here. The tail lights have a bit more 3 dimensions to them. And I mean, the price, it was hard to beat. I think they were $20 or $30 for both of them. The problem is the shipping, but I had an order coming in from those patch panels and all the rubber bits that came on the truck. Well, I was looking at their website and I threw them in the cart, because once you got a box coming to your house, what's a couple more pieces in the shipping as far as that's concerned. These have a black trim around them, which was available factory. You could get black, I believe the other one was like stainless, or no trim, and my truck came with no trim. It does have a lot of black accents, being the fender arches, the handles, and the mirrors are black, so went with and got these. Again, they are OEM, though mine didn't come with it, so, but geez. So you can see what I mean, cherry on top. Not something that's needed, but once it's all put together, it all makes sense. Well, that was the update for now, everybody. Didn't film a lot of the work because it was mostly grinding and welding, which the welding throws off the camera a whole bunch, and the audio for grinding is a bit loud. So stay tuned for a future video. We'll film us putting the box back on for sure, and we're definitely going to film this first drive. Stay tuned.